ASP 61. Cheap Chinese, $50 or whatever. It's been running for 2 years now with no troubles. I never winterize it, nothing. Okay, sometimes she has a little bit of a fuel draw problem on first start up, but once she's started, she clears and she's fine. I don't touch the needle on it, no need. She does the job. She hauls this more than 4 kilo biplane around like there's no tomorrow. The model was originally designed for an Irving 50 back in the UK, but a lot of people put OS 60s and so on in them. It's a 12.6 prop on a 61 engine, so the engine's allowed to rev. I don't bog the engine down with overcropping like some people do. I don't see the point of it. Don't see the point of it. Yeah, I got a little bit of a tail wheel wander on her, so takeoffs are a little bit straggly. Look at that. Didn't pull the down elevator out of the butt quick enough on the exit of the roll. Snoopy's having a whale of a time up there. She doesn't actually roll like the Pitts. She's based on a Pitts, of course, with a bit of a longer fuselage moment and not such a pronounced wing setup. It shows you how good this model is. Look at that. That's not much wider than the runway in those figure of eights. And she's not full throttle. She's She's about 60% throttle. Like I say, designed around a 50 originally. Most people put 60s in. The Mark II had foam wings. This has got the original Mark I balsa wings, single aileron, which I've modded to 2 ailerons. Hasn't actually made that much difference. I put wire struts between the wings as well, because these do have a habit with the banded on wings of clapping wingtips if you get a little bit too strong with her. So I put into plane just wire rod. There's basically control rods with clevises on the end to keep the wings apart and keep her add a little bit of stiffening to the wings as well. And she certainly appreciates it. Up she goes. Perfect stall turn. Or hammerhead as the Americans like to call it. Don't know why I'd have to change perfectly good terms, but yeah. I prefer to call it a stall turn, which is actually what it is. The plane goes up, stalls, flips the tail round and comes down, which is, I don't know why they call it a hammerhead. Up we go. Yeah. Does it both ways. A lot of rudder authority on this thing. Of course, I've done it in the typical American barnstormer style colours with the sun stripes in it. Basically, not because I like American barnstormers. It's basically, you can see that the orientation is so easy. It's plain yellow underneath and the sun stripe on top. She's running 10% nitro. I don't believe in high nitro. In actual fact, I'd run 5 if I could get it. There's no need for 10. We're not pylon racing or anything, so I don't know why there's this. I think it comes from the car boys. You know, the car boys used to run 15s and 20s, so it progressed into the aero field, and I don't know why. All it does is make the fuel run hotter. As a fuel specialist, that's one thing I don't agree with. Why make the fuel run hotter when it's not necessary? Look at that. That's a 10% fuel. She's pulling about 2 horsepower out there on a 12.6. Probably about 11.5, 12,000 revs. I don't know. I haven't tachoed her actually. Never bothered. My original Skymaster had a Super Tiger 61 AAC with a tune pipe, and she could turn on 11.7. She could turn 19,000. So I had a Super Tiger with pipe in my original Skymaster back in the 80s, and I had the same setup in a Watt 4, and the Watt 4, about half the weight would go out your hand vertical. Fantastic machine. And this, obviously, people like biplanes, so you know the Skyleader display team flew these, and everybody appreciated them. 4 of them in a formation, and Chris Voss, Bill Ramsey, Kenny Binks, and yeah, good guys. Sadly, Phil Ramsey's kits are no longer available. Haven't been since the 90s. But that's, you know, he did a brilliant mini pitch for a 40 engine, designed around the Irving 40, of course, which was the mainstay of the British engine market. People used to modify the mini pits and wonder why it didn't fly very well. If you did exactly as he said, it was one of the best pits you could ever fly. Yeah. Oh, I've lost my Snoop. Oh, there's my Snoopy. There's Snoopy. Gotcha, boy.